Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I'm here to talk about a new development in the Botham John case. For those of you who aren't familiar with the case, that involves a case where a black man is in his own apartment, minding his own business, doing absolutely nothing wrong. The brother was unarmed, and a police officer proceeds to go in his apartment and shoot and kill his brother. Shoot and kill him for no reason at all. Now, this police officer, whose name is Amber Guyger, she works with the Dallas Police Department. She claims that she thought she was going into her own apartment, that she had mistaken Botham's apartment for her own. She claims that she thought Botham Jean was an intruder, and for that reason she shot and killed his brother. It turns out she was in Botham's apartment. It turns out that she had no justification at all to kill this brother. The brother was unarmed. He was complying with the law. He didn't do a damn thing wrong. This woman killed him in cold blood. Now, after that killing, of course, people are demanding justice. It took the police department a couple of days to charge this woman with manslaughter, despite the obvious and clear facts in this situation where she killed an unarmed black man without any kind of justification at all. And then people were actually calling on this woman to be fired for this killing. They were demanding that she be fired, and people actually asked the police chief, who from what I understand is an African-American woman, they were asking her, why don't you fire this police officer for this heinous crime? At least fire this officer. So this police chief came up with all these cockamamie excuses, basically saying, well, local, state, and federal law prevent her from firing Amy Guyger. But you had attorneys who are familiar with the law, basically say, well, that is not the case. An officer can be fired under these circumstances. So now you have this development where this chief finally decides to fire this person. And while this is a good development, it comes way too late. I mean, this officer should have been fired a long time ago. This officer is not fit to serve in anyone's police department, no matter how you look at it. Whether you say she made a mistake or if this was a deliberate attempt, either way, or a deliberate action, either way, that woman is not fit to serve in the police department. Either way, there's no way that you could say somebody like this is fit to serve. Somebody that gets this confused, somebody that makes this kind of devastating and ridiculous type of mistake, if you buy her story, which is questionable. At the very least, you can say that that woman is incompetent. She is not fit to serve as an officer, at the very least. And then you have some dispute about whether or not this is even a mistake, because you have some witnesses who said that this woman repeatedly said, let me in, meaning that she knew that she was going into somebody else's apartment when she made those comments. She knew exactly what she was doing if what those witnesses say is the truth. And that means that this kind of person that commits this kind of heinous act of violence against an innocent, unarmed person is not fit to serve in anybody's police department. And it's just a shame that it took a black police chief this long to finally act, to finally do something about this. And it's just another prime example of how just because you have a black face in a high place, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to automatically translate into policy changes, or that automatically means that there's measurable progress in terms of how the police engage citizens, in terms of addressing the issue of racial profiling and police brutality against black people. You need more than just black faces in high places. You need a fundamental change in the system. So yeah, I just wanted to share these developments with you all. Tell me what you think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.